First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to reverse your mirrors. So in other words, they face upward, they're now gonna face downward. It's gonna be a very simple thing. Some people do it for like aesthetics, some people like it the way they ride. To be honest, I just really like the look of it. Handlebar, the mirrors being up like this, don't like it too much, rather have them being down. Now, it's really important that we do it the correct way. If we don't, you can actually hit the emblems right here, you can hit the paint, knock the emblems off. It's no longer gonna be Indian, it's gonna be something else, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna show you guys how to put them on, just to be very careful, the positioning of them, so that we don't get them scratched up. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the last couple rides I went on. Went over 2 rides in the last 2 days, clocked about 100 miles or so. So I'm gonna talk about the seat, I'm gonna talk about the handlebars, I'm gonna talk about how I like the mirrors being like that. I'm gonna talk about how it's really important to wear long sleeves, because if you don't, you end up with this amazing farmer's hand like I have right here, where I wore short sleeves and gloves, and then now I look like this. So today's ride, I was very smart. I wore long sleeves and gloves, and hopefully I don't have as bad as a farmer's tan. So again, we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and reverse these mirrors. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Now, you do need an Allen wrench in order to go ahead and get these taken off. The really cool thing is that Indians thought of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop your seat off right over here. As you can see right here, there's our Allen wrench. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this out. On one side we have an Allen wrench, and on the other side we have a Phillips head screwdriver. And it's actually pretty cool because if you're on the fly, you're out and about, this is the only tool that you're really actually going to need when it comes to making any kind of adjustments or doing anything. So even if the mirrors aren't kind of in the position that you like, you can pop your seat off and do that. Now guys, keep saying the word seat. I'm gonna recommend spend the extra $250 to $300 to get the other seat, because after about 60 miles that I did today, I can definitely feel it in this seat. I can feel it in my butt. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get these mirrors off. Let's get them flipped so I can show you guys what they look like. All right, as I was saying, it's an Allen wrench. Goes right here. Indian gives you the Allen wrench. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this in here. Make sure to give it a really good little tug here. Again, upward, make sure to go the right way. Now what you need to be very careful is, as I was doing this the very first time, I was getting very close to this end, hitting right here. We definitely don't want that. We don't want to scratch our bike up. So I got it loosened up a little bit, and then I just used my fingers the rest of the way. So we're gonna go ahead and get this taken off. Now we always want to make sure that when we do this, we have a nice clean area and somewhere to set them. I'll show you in just a moment what I mean. We'll move over to this side. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and pop that loose. Give it a couple turns, making sure that we don't hit it. Okay, that one's taken off. All right, so we now have both of our mirrors. This is our old left mirror. This is our old right mirror. All we're gonna do, I know it's simple, flip them, do that. We're gonna do that. Again, nice little area. We're gonna make sure, we're gonna now take these and we're gonna go ahead and put them back on our bike. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab what was once our left mirror. Now we're gonna make it our right mirror. So all I did, like I did over there, is we're gonna flip it upside down. We're gonna go ahead and put it in here. You can start it with your hand, you can do it with the Allen wrench, whatever works the best, guys. So go ahead and get this in here. Again, if you're gonna be using the Allen wrench, just be very careful as it gets further in there. It gets closer and closer to hitting right here, and we just definitely don't wanna do that. And what I do is I kind of snug it up just a tiny bit. I don't get it really cranked because we're gonna be moving here in a little bit. As I talked about at the beginning of the video, if we don't position these just right when you go to turn, it's going to hit right here, and we definitely don't want that. So we got our right side on, let's go ahead and get our left side on. Okay, go ahead and insert that like so. Again, guys, make sure that you don't snug it up too tight, because what we're actually going to do next is that we're going to go ahead and sit on the bike. We're going to position to make sure that we feel comfortable where they're at, and we're going to make sure that they don't hit. That's going to be the most important. Okay, so on this one already I can tell I'm going to loosen up and I'm going to bring it forward. Okay, and I'll show you on the other side what I'm doing here. But I'm actually bringing the mirror forward, okay, and I can tell where it's at, okay? That's gonna be the most important thing, is I can tell how far away from the tank. And I usually give it about a finger's width, just to make sure that I am in the clear in the event that anything ever happens and I have to, really turn. I know my handlebars are only gonna go so far, so I'm gonna do about a finger's width right there. Go ahead and get on, bring it forward, tilt it. As you can see, we're good on this one as well. So I have about a finger's width right here in between my mirror and the actual Indian elbow. So I'm gonna bring it back around. I'm gonna make sure that I can kind of see out of both sides clearly. And I can already tell this side needs to come up just a tiny bit. We're gonna go ahead and snug this up. Bring our hands back on here, making sure we can see out of them clearly. I'm gonna bring it back around to make sure that adjustment didn't move this mirror in any further. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side where I bring it around. Notice that I have about a finger's width on each side. So we've got that taken care of. Now that we've got the position that we know that we like, make sure to hold on to this extremely tight, and then let's snug them up, because the last thing we want is to be riding and for these to come loose. So let's go ahead and make sure we snug up both sides. Again, make sure you hold this, because if you don't, the whole thing is actually going to turn on you. So we're going to go ahead and tighten that one up. Again, we don't want that. Now we have officially gone and moved both of these. Let's take a look at it. All right, guys. So we have now taken our left mirror and made it our right mirror. We've taken our right mirror and made it our left mirror. We flipped them upside down. In just a moment, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more of a close-up view of how it looks. We've made sure that they don't hit on either side. So just a moment, I'm going to show you guys the up close, and then we're going to talk about a couple rides. All right, guys, welcome back from the video. I really hope that you liked that video. I hope that it really helps you guys when it comes to switching those mirrors out, making sure that we don't hit our emblems, making sure that we don't hit the paint. If you did like the video, please, guys, give me a like on that video. Also, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna try to get content out like 1 to 2 a week is what I'm gonna shoot for. So hit that subscribe button so you see it first. About the rides guide, did a couple rides. I would highly recommend a new seat. The about 60 miles I did yesterday, I could really feel it in my butt towards the end. It was really kind of uncomfortable and numb, and I felt myself kind of moving around just a tiny bit. To be honest, guys, that's my only complaint at this point. I love where the handlebar placement is. My hands felt very comfortable the entire ride. I did get myself, as you can see, some really nice Indian gloves, and I got a nice little tan line from that. So the seat is one big one. Definitely when it comes to the pipes, again, they're super quiet. I would recommend going out and get those other pipes. A little bit louder, then that's the next thing on my my list is a seat and some new pipes. So get my butt a little bit more comfortable, and then get some pipes so that everybody can hear me. Other than that, guys, the bike has perfect acceleration. It gets and it goes what it needs to. It gets great gas mileage. I think I got about 110, 115 miles off the last tank. So again, so far I am all pro Indian. The pros far outweigh the cons. So I highly recommend going out and getting into an Indian Scout Bobber. It's your first bike. This is a great first bike, even second bike. It's good for medium, long, rides, and I will show you guys that more as I do longer videos. I'm going to show videos of my rides and other items like that, so you guys can really see how it feels and how it looks and where we go. And I do ride with some people, so you're going to be able to see some new, interesting faces on this channel. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know I said at the beginning, but if you like the video, please give me a like. Hit that subscribe button so you guys can see the videos here first. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to making more content for you guys. Thank you.